Bonjour, aujourd'hui pour la revue automobile, nous sommes à Assens, au Danemark, pour vous faire visiter une collection très particulière, la collection Strøjer. Et vous allez voir que le Danemark ne se résume pas qu'au Lego, au vélo, c'est aussi un pays où on apprécie encore les belles autos. Nous avons la chance de rencontrer le propriétaire de toute cette belle collection. Voici Jørgen Strøjer. Hello Jørgen, thank you very much for having us here to show you your collection. I was wondering, what is your favorite car out of the collection?
Yes, in my collection I have a lot of new car, a lot of old car, but my favorite car is my Alfa Romeo Monza from 1931. And that car is so fantastic. And I found the interest for that car. I was in a Mille rally in 2013, and on the top of the small town San Marino, in the evening I hear a car coming up of the hill, and this sound I'll never forget. And when it come up, I saw that was Alfa Romeo, and from that day I look after Alfa, and I found them 10 years later. And I have now the car for about 20 years, so a long time ago. But the sound of that car is fantastic. It's 8 cylinders, it has compressor, and at the time when the Novelar was the top of the man in the 30s, they ran over 200 kilometers per hour. So it is a fantastic fast car. And when you like it, I can try to start it.
Yes, we would love to hear it.
Yes, okay. Let us see that is possible today. You know, old cars is, have a look here. The engine is so fantastic. There are 2 4-cylinders bring together. And the Vigano have their made the engine. And that is the camshaft here and the compressor here. So, but let us see the sound is still there. So.
And it's incredible.
The smoke is, yes, it's fantastic. And that car is my favorite car. I have a lot of cars, but I like old cars that have been in race. So we have cars here in the collection from 1920 to 2012. And that is the whole history about the race car. And race car issue, there they test the car for how much power they can bring in such a car and have the best. And we have our great Dane, our Tom Christensen, the Isle, 9-time Le Mans winner. And for you in France, must it be a very fantastic guy. And he have driven the car, this car here, together with my Bentley, and he is very often in my collection. So we have a lot of fun with our car here, and we like to show them to people who come in here in the collection. We have about 110 cars, and we have old cars in this line. Over there you see more modern car, and I like the modern car too. And the people that is coming in here for me and to see the collection like to see Bugatti, Koenigsegg, Envie, Porsche Carrera GT, and all my lovely Aston Martin.
Can you show us?
Yes, I have a very nice Aston Martin over here. And I used to man, my best car at the time I was a young boy was the James Bond. And the James Bond DB5 with all the special effect of the car. So you can see the front here, it's a real color, it's left and right hand drive, it's black. It is exactly the same car as the real thing is not possible. But as you can see in the front, I have some nice here.
Wow.
And the real gun here. So I'm ready for every time. What's happened, I'm ready. Yes. So I'm very happy for that car. I found it in Australia for 20 years ago with a doctor, and he said I have to sell the car because my two sons have to take over in the business. And I had that for this 20 years. And 4 months ago, he come to visit me, and he said, "Oh, it's my child. I have never sold that car, but now I'm happy he's still here." And he drive the car, and he said, "What a fantastic world." So it was very, very great. And then he looked on the wheel. Oh, be careful. It's 15 years old wheels. In Germany, they have wheels only 5 years. Then they have to have new wheels and a tire on it. So, and this here is the real from the film Die Another Day.
The real
and that is the car they bought with. And here, you see here down, here in the, with old Mr. Crew. And he said, Vanquish, no, Vanquish. And that is the car that was in the film. And when you see the film, you saw this gun, and he take the instruction book and cut it up, and they shoot it in pieces. And that is the car. They have only few miles, and then a big engine here for the car. And the car was not used on the film on Iceland. It was too fast, and it has no wheel behind. So he had a four-wheel Ford, and then they make only the body on it. And it was only when Mr. Peters was on the film. And the man that drive the car on the ice, I think he was a professional man. But it's one of the most, yeah. And yes.
So all these cars are working. You can drive.
All them working. I can go in here up. It's a similar car with this. And you see here. Yeah, and here. Okay, I'm close the door. Ah, sorry.
It's okay.
So.
Do you do this every day for each cars?
Sorry?
Do you do this every day for each
No. only for special people coming in from France.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can we continue the visit with you?
Yes. Wanted not to sell his company. He was making a deal with Ford, but when he said, I will have over the Formula 1, that is mine. And they said, no, we buy it and we will have the Formula 1. We know what we do with the Formula 1. And then he said, we cannot buy it. And then he was so hungry, Ford, and he said, make me a car that can win over this car. In 1966, there was winning with 3 of this car in front, and this P3 come after him. And that was the funny thing. And when you go to see a film from this Le Mans 66, you see these two cars here. That is not the real car, but it's similar. It is made exactly as the real, that here. And all with the same engine, and all with a lot of power. Yes. And that's special here. DB40 is 40 inch here. It's a high. But the guy here was a little high, so he had to make a little top here. So.
Is there in all the cars the keys?
It's but what the benzene.
Is there in all the cars the keys?
Yeah. No. We don't have key in the car.
Okay.
Normally, I have only had this for this person today.
Okay.
We have them closed in because for yeah, and we have no battery on the car normally.
Okay.
We have a separate battery because for the burning or something, it will be stupid. Ho! Are you ready? Det sorte, har du det med?
Ja.
Til Mercedesen?
Ja.
Og ellers så har jeg maling stående op.
Ja.
So, yes.
I have a question. Do you sometimes say, I want to drive this car, and you come here and you take it for a ride?
I must say, that is the stupid thing with me. I'm not driving a lot in my car. I have the most nicest Mercedes Goldwing, the Porsche Carrera, the Koenigsegg. I have never driven that car.
You never
the Mercedes,
drive that car?
never. And the red one, never. This, never. And then the Mercedes Goldwing, I have driven one trip to Germany in a rally and go back. And on the way back, the hood come up, and you know the see here, it's coming up from the front, and it come up with 160 kilometers per hour. And then I said, oh my God, I stopped and it went down. So I said, and my wife said, never drive in that car more. But that is the most important car for Mercedes. And this rally car was the most fantastic, also winning in 1955. That was winning, you see here, Ray Sterling Moss drive the car 1600 kilometers in 10 hours and 8 minutes. 160 kilometers per hour in small road in Italy in 1955 in this similar car. It's not his car, but it's a similar car. And they have a small, and they buy the small computer at that time. So they make it manual, and then he turn it here down so you can see go around. You see here. So yes, and you can see it here. And in the end here they come finish, I hope. Yes. And you see when they start, they were looking clean, but when they were after them, they have never been drive so fast anytime after.
So you never drove this car?
No, never.
And
because you have to be careful. You know, in the film, what was the film? Hvad her den film? Hvad er det for hvad den her? Hvad her det? Paul Walker. Hvad her den?
Fast and Furious.
First and Furious, yeah. That is a car, and Paul Walker died in similar car. He drive too fast, and it is a very, very fast car because it has 10-cylinder engine. 10-cylinder, and I think it have about 600 horsepower, 500-600 horsepower, and all behind in the car. And when you give that gas in a corner, it turn round, and he died, and his chauffeur was with him. That died both of them.
But so you're telling me that if you drive this car,
you
you wouldn't be able to drive calmly?
No, because, and I said, I have burned the key, so my son have not possible to take it.
You've burned the key?
Right, yes. I burned it up because I think it will not, I will not use my two sons in a Carrera. So, yes.
But so, there must be a second key somewhere.
Yes, but I'm not driving any of this car, never. The small Castrol car I have a driving, but this Alfa Aston Martin DB11, that is a car, 12 cylinder, and I think about 600, 700 horsepower, and DB9, and it was winning in 2005 with this car, because 12 cylinder, that is big. And you cannot start it inside here. It is so loud, so it will not be possible. And when you have to start it, you have to heat it up the engine to 80 centigrade before you start it. When you start it, the cylinder is so pressed, so you have to heat it up before. And the sound, there is on both sides here. When you are standing here with the side, the fire come out of the. Yes, yes, you see here the sound system is coming out of this side and this side. And all the oil and the petrol is here behind in the car. So all oil and all is carbon making up on the whole car. It is a fantastic fast car, and this is the first section, and after that they have this, and that is 8-cylinder, you see on the picture. So all going on Le Mans only, most Le Mans.
Did you get...
Yeah, you see here. Yeah, it's an Aston Martin. It's all Aston Martin. Yes.
Did you get a Christmas present, a new car?
Yeah, sorry.
What did you get as car for Christmas?
I give my wife a car every Christmas time, but this year she said, I don't like a car, you can do something else. So now I have a foot presser. It's much cheaper, and he was much more happy. So it's not all money they give the wife fun with it. So,
what car do you drive daily?
I drive a Mercedes, you see outside.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a leasing car, an electric car. You must, in our country, most like electric. So it's...
What do you think of electric?
Nothing. I will never have. This car is your half, the Pista car, is your half electric and half engine. And that is the same. It's not. You must hear the car, you must have it, and with gas as electricity. And that's right. It's not for me electric, but a car I like very well is the man that take here. The F430 is my favorite car of the new cars. The story with that car is fantastic because, you know, it was the last car he made, Mr. Ferrari's, and died a few years after. And it's an 8-cylinder with 2 compressors, and it's so powerful, turbo, not compressor, turbo. And I bought it in England. And after I have driven 2 kilometers, I said stop because I will.
Really?
Yeah, it was. He fast so fast. So that is one of the best investment I have to do because the prices go up. There is only made about 1,200 of this car, and they are the most popular Ferrari ever made. There are new cars, better cars, but that is the last car that is. When he died, Mr. Ferrari, he died shortly after.
So this one is one of your favorite?
Yeah, it is. And the new car, I must say, I like this. I like the old Ferrari. I love an old Ferrari. But this is, yes, take a picture of him. Yeah. Is that the nicest, that man? And I like my Ferrari. And Ferrari make your race car, and that was his life. Then he makes some standard cars. It was only to make money for his race. And the people tell us when he stand up today, he will tell what is going on in Formula 1. Also, he lived and his whole life was race. And all this car we have in the lineup there is all 12-cylinder cars. And he was mostly for powerful car, and the body was not his idea. It was from this Pininfarina they made this very nice body, but the engine was most important for Ferrari, and he was winning a lot. So that is a fantastic story. And people tell me the name, the image or his auf engelsk, company is the most for Jolly Cola and all the biggest other companies, small. Ferrari's name and his, his image, not his image, his name on is the most is expensive.
The brand.
Yes. His name also, Ferrari's name is so popular today.
Are you still racing today?
No, I raced it. We have in Copenhagen a race. You turn around in the town and they are all you make as a trip. But I'm not racing myself because the people that do that is so professional and they fast so fast. But then we make a show with old cars. I have been there with my Maserati and the Alfa Romeo. And some of my other cars, the old Castrol car, have been turned around in Copenhagen because he's a well-known guy that owned the car, and he still and he made the first millimeter in the rally in Le Mans. He was the first Danish that win a Le Mans in 1986.
Can you tell a funny story on the
kings
and queens car?
Yeah.
And then after this, we'll finish with a Lamborghini and then end of the talk show.
I have here a very nice collection from 4 different kings in Denmark. And when we start here from the old king, Kong Christian, he died in 1947. And that was his car for 10 years, the old Cadillac, 8-cylinder, and with a big body on it. And his wife and the king was sitting behind, and then the chauffeur in the front, and the middle, the guys from the king. And after he died, our Prince Frederik was coming to king in 1974 and 47, yeah. And then he was king up here and have these 3 different Bentleys. He liked Bentleys, he drive them himself. And you see here a picture I drive with his daughter Margaret and his husband Henrik. And he had a car every 5-10 years. And he died in 73. And in 73, he take over his daughter Margaret, and that is 2 from Margaret's car. And she bought a Rolls Royce in 1993, and after 10 years he changed with a Bentley, and after that they have 2 or 3 new Bentleys. And his son there is now our new king, Frederik and Mary, and this car here in some half a year, an electric car from the Danish designer Henrik Fisker. And he made that car after he had made the BMW Z8 and the Aston Martin DB9 that is standing up there. Then he made his own Fisker Karma. And so after he had made 1,500 of this, they are an engine out here for making power for the battery. So it is a battery car, but they was still using petrol. They go about 100 kilometers of the battery, then you have to charge it again.
So the king of Denmark is
king
still
of
driving
yes. And he has it here in 2003, and it was 2012 he buy the car. You see here the king, Kronprinsessen, yes, Mary and Frederik. There is now our new king.
So do you know the king? You said you know him good?
Yes, and he visited us in Athens here for 3 months ago. Okay. Because in Athens, our small town here, has 500 years they was exist. And then he come with his boat, a big boat, a big ship. Okay. And we turned around in Athens. And I said he was interesting to drive with his great-father's car, but they said they are not allowed to drive in a private car. They have to PET cars with the police. Okay. There are with the glass and all things. So, but I was visiting him with an meeting, and he was. I said I have a lot of your grandfather's cars, so you have to visit me. So perhaps he will come one day and see all this car, because he is very interested in cars too, and he has an old Bugatti, and he has very great new cars, Bentley and something. So, yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a secret place where you have cars that hasn't been shown?
1 second. You say,
is there here a secret place where you have new cars that no one has seen it and we can see?
No. I have not. On this car here, I have not other cars.
Okay.
No,
secret place.
I show all my cars.
Okay.
I am happy with them because I said it is my life. I have spent the money on my factory, and I have used them for my cars, and I have bought and changed car because I like to have the exhibition here, there is coming new cars, not a lot, but similar. Every year we change, and we go up with it with the years of the cars. I said the very old cars you show you there is still interesting because it has race history. But a normal old cars from the 30s or 40s is not more interesting for people because this people is not more there. So you come here and say, Jørgen, I'm interested to see your collection, but my fun and my hobby is the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the Aston Martin. When I show you all these old cars here, you show, oh, how nice, but it's not for my time. And therefore we have to come with us up with the time. And so the car is still interesting for and when people come in your, I think, how old are you, 30?
35.
35. Still, that is your car. You, perhaps, Countess is too old for you, but this Murcielago.
No, I love them.
Yeah.
I was wondering which car you dream to have these days. No, the one that you don't have here, but you wish to have.
I must say, I am happy with the old car,
okay.
But when you have a look on it, so money make. This is special because it's all race car, but normal old cars, there is before 1960, is more not interesting because people are too old, they don't buy cars more, and the next generation, that is car from the 60s up to date. Also, when you are 60 years old and you like to have a car for your function, that you buy a car from 60s to 70. But when you will want a car, you will have a car after 2000. Hopefully, you will not have an old car from 1960, an old Mustang or whatever. It should not. But people like the black one, the Count House, is very, very popular because these people are now so 50, around 50, and these people are the most people that have money, and they like to have that car because they have it as a small car when they were a young man, or a picture on the floor and on the wall. And so that is that's the most interesting for that. So yes. But,
thank you so much for showing your collection.
So yes. So I hope you have seen what happened in Denmark. We are normally not a country that have great cars. And they have been, because we have to have a lot of tax. When you buy a car for 100,000 euro, you have to pay 200,000 in tax. So that car you buy in your country for 100,000, I have to pay 300,000 for it here, because we have a very, very high tax. And therefore are not a lot of great cars in our country, because it was too expensive to buy them. But all my car here, mostly 90% or 80% for my car, have no tax. And I bought it in Europe, America, whatever, and I have not paid the tax. But when I have to drive in one of this car here,
you have to pay the tax.
I have to pay the tax. Okay. And when you say I buy that car here for, let us see, 200,000 euro, then I have to pay 400,000 only to have the number plate on it. And that is stupid.
This is why they all have a Strøjer plate.
Yeah, because it's only for fun. Yeah, so
thank you so much again for the visit and
perfect.
It's been very lovely.
I hope you enjoy to see what you have seen, and when I can help you another time, come back. Now you have my card, and I hope I can visit you in Paris.
Yes, we will see in Paris.
And
definitely.
I take the number, and when I am in Paris, I said now I'm there, and you will be there perhaps on the automobile.
I will definitely see you in the automobile.
Yeah.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much.
time.
We will take a few pictures again, and then a few movies again, and then
we can take some plenty. But is it possible? This people is going on 5 o'clock. It's so my wife called. He has some family at home coming into us. So I kan bare, når I er færdige, så går I bare. De lukker og slukker, når I er færdige.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll,
So I go because she called me and say you have to come home and visit some family coming in.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Again. Can I not have a picture here?
Yes.
Yes. Next generation, you can say. Yes.
Alors oui, on est au Danemark et les Danois aiment mettre des drapeaux un peu partout, surtout pour les grandes occasions. Et regardez ici, nous sommes en présence des voitures du roi et de la reine du Danemark, car nous sommes dans une monarchie. Et petit détail très amusant dans ces voitures, la conduite est à droite. Can we say that you are a James Bond fan?
Yes, I am James Bond. I have you for the first, for Goldfinger. And I have you see the real car, but I have the small car here too, and all is made and all is possible to do the light and the engines running and all things. And then the other thing that is interesting, I have some other things. I said when people come in, when you said something happen, you have to do one time, second time, third time, and then and the beer was coming, and you see, yes. Yeah. And and I have visit from the Danish king, King Henrik, the Queen's husband, Henrik, and visit me for 10 years ago. I show him that here. Fantastic. And we have a drink together. And after that, I said to him, can you have a look? Can you have a look up there? When you show up there? And then you see the radiator there.
Yeah.
I said, now you have to go. Du skal lige holde den op. And then you see, you are very welcome to the brickyard. But now you have to go. Please go. Of Danish, you are not all words of that place. So we have a lot of fun when people coming in here. And when the sound now you have to go, the price go down. Okay. The show is over.
The show is over.
Correctly.
Is it?
But it was fantastic to have a visit from you. Yes, and
thank you so much.
I wish you a very, very nice time in France, and hopefully
I'll see you in Retromobile.
the show. I visit you by Retromobile in February. It will be fantastic because it is the biggest show in Europe. So that is a place that show cars, and we meet a lot of the great people that are interested in cars too. So for me, it's a good 2 days there. But I'm happy we'll come here, and thank you for coming
here. Thank you very much for welcoming us and showing your city.
When I come to Paris, can you show me Paris? What is the place to show?
Yes, be very welcome to Paris. Will you come with car or with a plane?
I come with a plane and my wife, so it must be a little slow, not too fast.
But maybe you have a car in Paris.
Perhaps I buy a car. There is an auction, and there is a lot by Retromobile that we can have a look on. So
if you buy a car in Retromobile, will you drive back to Denmark with it?
You can perhaps do it for me.
Yeah, I would love to. But I would like to make the drive with you.
It must be a fast car. It's a long way, so it must be a fast car, not an old car.
If it's with you, I'm in. I'm not afraid. Thank you so
You
much.
meet us there. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for your welcoming. Alors je sais pas si pour vous le Père Noël est passé ou pas, si vous avez eu la voiture de vos rêves ou non, mais en tout cas une chose est sûre, c'est que vous pouvez venir à Assens au Danemark, visiter toute la collection Strøjer et pourquoi pas même, si vous avez de la chance, rencontrer son patron Jørgen Strøjer qui se fera un plaisir de démarrer l'une de ces beautés qui se trouve ici.